there, I'm Lisa with Dragonfly Designs. Today we're going to be making a copper metal hammered bookmark, something like this. And here's another example. .14 or 16 gauge wire, a smaller 22 gauge wire, maybe a different color, a hammer, and a metal pad for hammering on, as well as tools, round nose plier, chain nose plier, and wire cutters. You also will probably want some little beads or a charm, maybe, something to decorate your bookmark with. Okay, now let's get started. So I'm going to cut about 7 inches. Okay, so the actual bookmark isn't going to be that long. If you want it longer than that, you need to cut it a little longer, since we're actually going to be curling the edges under and bending it if you'd like. Then I'm going to make some spirals. Okay, I do this by starting with the tip and rolling towards one direction, making a loop like that. Then I can grab the flat part and keep spinning it to make a spiral. Okay, so that end I'd like that. I'm going to do them the opposite direction. So again, I start with one little loop, okay, and then I'm going to go around just twice. Okay, so now I have the base of my bookmark, okay, with 2 spirals on each end. Metal slab to hammer. Slowly hold the top part, okay, and just firmly hit it several times. When you're doing this, you don't want to hit it extremely hard because it can actually break the wire. So we just want to hit it a few times, pretty good. So you can see how it's added some texture and shape there. That's the kind of thing we want. Now the back is more smooth, so I'm going to actually do that on the back after I do the front as well. Okay, so you slowly hold the end and work your way down. Okay, that looks great. The texture is also gained because of the hammer, which has been already morphed a bit, so this adds some of the texture. There's different other hammers if you wanted to go in and add lines. You could have a really thin hammer that could do that, but I like this this way right now. So now at this point it's going to be a little stronger, it's going to be a little more formed, but you can also go ahead if you want to add a different add a little bit more of a curve. You can do that. I'm going to go like this and a little bend here. So it's got a little zigzag, I like that. So now comes the decorating part. We're going to add some little beads to our bookmark. So this part basically comes down to simple wire wrapping. Okay, so take your 22 or maybe 18 gauge wire and just cut about an inch or an inch and a half. Okay. I'm going to bend it away from me to create an L shape. There we go. And I'm going to bend it back around the way it was. Like that. Okay. And then I'm also going to bend it all the way around so it creates a complete loop. Okay, so I'm going to hold it right here Give it a little kink in the middle. Now my wire is going straight. That's beautiful. Go ahead and put your charm on now on that little loop that you just created. Ooh, that was a tight loop. Now I'm going to pinch over the loop that I created, and I'm going to push the small little wire against my pliers. Now's the part where we wrap it. We do the wire wrapping. With your other pliers, I like to use the chain nose pliers. Wrap around that one wire. Should be long enough to go around 2 or 3 times. So now you can add a bead or two. I'm gonna add, let's see, one little orange one. If these fit, yeah, the seed beads fit. And a big one, and then another little tiny orange one. I think that looks nice. With the sun, nice bright colors. 2 millimeters above the bead, the last bead. Flip it around all the way back towards you. Okay. And then you don't even need to move your pliers. Just holding it right there, you give it a little kink. Okay. So this one's ready to be attached to the bookmark. Or if you wanted to, you could open your circle a little bit. Put it in there, depends on what you prefer. So there's one little charm. I'm going to add one little more and then add my charm onto this end or wherever you want. This is the creative part where you can design your charms however you'd like. Add as many as you want or as few as you want. And there we go. We have another nice bookmark that we can use as a gift or for yourself. Here's some other ideas. Maybe you'd like to use a stamping and dapping project to make these little charms. You can also attach with jump rings. Thanks. I hope you've enjoyed making copper bookmarks with us today. Visit our website at www.jewelrybydfly.com.